In a world that screams hustle, network, and be seen, choosing to stay home is often labeled as antisocial, lazy, or even weak. The homebody is misunderstood, seen as someone who is missing out. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if the preference for solitude isn't a retreat from power, but a profound and calculated form of it? Centuries ago, Niccolò Machiavelli, history's ultimate strategist, was exiled from the political hustle of Florence and forced to stay home. It was in this forced solitude that he wrote his masterwork, The Prince. He learned that true power isn't always about being in the room where it happens. Sometimes, it's about building a room of your own so formidable that the world eventually has to come to you. Today, we will explore the psychology of the homebody not as a path of avoidance, but as a Machiavellian path to self-mastery, strategic advantage, and unshakable inner power. The homebody mindset isn't a monolith. It's a complex interplay of personality and strategy. By viewing it through Machiavelli's principles, we can decode its hidden strengths. Machiavelli's first priority for any ruler was the security and strength of their state. For the homebody, their home is their principality. It is a controlled environment, a sanctuary deliberately designed to minimize chaos and maximize personal efficiency and peace. This isn't just about comfort. It's about locus of control. Homebodies often have a strong internal locus of control, meaning they believe they can influence their own outcomes. By curating their environment, they exert maximum control over the stimuli that affect their mood, energy, and focus. The outside world is unpredictable, full of loud noises, unexpected social demands, and draining interactions. The home is a curated kingdom where they are the sovereign. A prince must build on what is his own, Machiavelli wrote. He must ensure his fortress is well provisioned and his people loyal. The homebody does this intuitively. They stock their kitchen, cultivate a space that reflects their values, and fill it with loyal pursuits, books, projects, hobbies that serve their growth. This isn't hiding. It's strategic consolidation of power. They are building a base of operations so strong that they can venture out from a position of strength, not desperation. Machiavelli famously said a leader must be both a lion for force and a fox for cunning. The fox's greatest skill is avoiding traps. For the modern homebody, the primary trap is energy depletion. Social interactions, especially the superficial kind, can be profoundly draining for many. This is deeply tied to neurobiology. Introverts and highly sensitive people, a large portion of the homebody population, process stimuli more deeply. A busy environment isn't just annoying, it's neurologically expensive. Their brains are doing more work with the same input. Staying home is a strategic energy management system. It's not that they dislike people. It's that they value the quality of connection over the quantity. They know that to be fully present and powerful in their important relationships and work, they need substantial time to recharge in solitude. This is the ultimate application of the fox's cunning. The homebody is strategically avoiding the traps of draining social obligations, pointless small talk, and the performative exhaustion of constant busyness. They understand their own resources, mental, emotional, and creative energy, and they deploy them only where the return on investment is high. This is not weakness. It is ruthless prioritization. Machiavelli spoke of not virtue in the moral sense, but the personal power, skill, and prowess of a leader. It is the strength upon which a stable state is built. The home, for the strategic homebody, is a training ground for work. Homebodies are often autotelic individuals. They find flow and meaning in activities that are intrinsically rewarding. The outside world offers extrinsic rewards, social validation, status, likes. The home offers the space for deep, immersive work. This is where skills are honed, knowledge is deepened, and true expertise is built, away from the pressure of an audience. While others are busy performing competence on social media or in loud offices, the homebody is quietly building it. This is a classic Machiavellian move: prepare in secret, reveal in public. When they do choose to engage with the world, they often do so with a level of skill and depth that seems to come out of nowhere. They are just staying in. They are in a prolonged state of strategic preparation, building their work until it becomes an undeniable force. Machiavelli understood that perception is a currency as real as gold. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are, he wrote. The homebody, by their very nature, masters this principle. In an era of radical transparency and oversharing, the homebody embraces a healthy opacity. They don't reveal their hand easily. This creates an aura of mystery and depth. Because they aren't constantly in the social fray, their appearances become more noteworthy. Their words carry more weight because they are less frequent. People become curious about what they are doing, thinking, and creating in their private world. This is the power of strategic scarcity. By not being always available, the homebody increases their perceived value. They control the narrative around themselves because they aren't constantly contributing to the public chatter. They let others fight for attention in the crowded town square while they build a reputation from the quiet of their castle. When they speak, people listen. The ultimate goal of any Machiavellian prince is to be the author of his own fortune, not dependent on the fickle whims of others. The homebody, through their lifestyle, cultivates a profound form of this independence. Our culture often pathologizes solitude as loneliness, but for the true homebody, there is a world of difference. Loneliness is a negative feeling of isolation. Solitude is a positive and constructive state of being alone. Homebodies are experts in solitude. They have a rich relationship with themselves. They don't rely on external validation or constant social stimulation to feel whole. This fosters immense emotional resilience and a strong, independent identity. Machiavelli warned against relying on mercenaries, forces you cannot fully control. The homebody rejects the mercenary of external validation. Their sense of worth is built internally. This makes them incredibly difficult to manipulate or control. They are not easily swayed by social pressure or trends because their core self is nourished from within. They are a sovereign state, economically and emotionally self-sufficient. So, let's reframe the narrative completely. The psychology of the homebody, viewed through a Machiavellian lens, reveals not a recluse, but a strategist. Their home is not a hiding place. It's a fortified fortress. Their solitude is not antisocial. It's an economy of energy. Their hobbies are not mere pastimes. They are the cultivation of work. Their quiet nature is not shyness. It's the power of mystery. Their self-sufficiency is not loneliness. It's sovereign independence. This is a conscious, strategic life choice. It's a rejection of the performative and the superficial in favor of the deep, the meaningful, and the authentic. The homebody isn't opting out of power. They are playing a different and often more sustainable game entirely. They understand that before you can command a room, you must first be able to command yourself in an empty one. Now I want to hear from you. This is a deeply personal topic. Are you a strategic homebody? Which of these 5 pillars resonates most with you? Or are you an extrovert who now sees the stay-at-home mindset in a new light? Tell me your story in the comments. Let's have a meaningful discussion about the many ways to build a powerful life. If this perspective resonated with you, and you re-interested in more unconventional wisdom for mastering your own world, then your next strategic move is to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We explore the hidden psychology of power and success every week. Thanks for watching.